Hi, I'm Keir Armstrong. Welcome to Postcode Podcast.
Hello, listeners. Welcome to the Postcode Podcast, the very first and possibly last ever.
That's episode 1, isn't it? Plenty more to come.
Episode 1. I'm Dax, and I'm joined by my co-host, Keir, the Hampshire natural, Keir Actual. How's it going, Keir?
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you. We're talking about SP today. SP is where we had to start somewhere. It's where we're from. Salisbury Postcode.
Yeah, should mention SP is our home postcode. So it's very much close to our hearts. No better place to start, really, is it?
SP 1 to SP 11.
Yeah, 1 to 11.
No more, no less. Where do you... First question, the viewers might not know what the answer to it is, even people who live here. It's a weird postcode. What does the P stand for?
Yeah.
What does the P stand for in Salisbury? Is there a P in Salisbury? No.
It is one of the lesser known postcodes within the country, I would have thought.
I'd probably say, yeah.
And I thought it was Southampton up until less than 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's up there with FY. Blackpool area.
FY, SM, DG, there's a few, which we'll cover in later podcasts.
Obviously SO, you can get into various arguments in pubs with people and vans or wherever you spend your time.
Many an argument in a van over SP. But the SP stands for Salisbury Plain. Yeah. For those of you who didn't know, of course, we're insulting your intelligence here.
Obviously, some people call it Southampton because there's a P in Southampton.
Yeah.
I personally, when I was a little kid, had an argument with my dad in a van. That's why he said, actually, yeah. He said it was Southampton. I said it's Salisbury because I looked it up. He wouldn't believe me. I proved it to him, but...
Oh, so you won the
argument? So he learned something, so I won it, yeah.
Oh, right. Because I lost an argument thinking it was SP for Southampton.
Did you? Yeah.
Was I ever so naive?
What goes around comes around, really, doesn't it? It's, if you don't know your postcodes, you can get into serious arguments. Anyway,
we're not here to argue.
No, we're not here to argue. We're having a debate.
Condone arguments.
You knew SP, I knew what it meant. The viewers might not. But we're looking at the SP postcode. Where does it cover? It's not just Salisbury, because we know Andover as well.
Yeah, we live on the edge of the SP, as it were.
Oh, yeah.
Only a few miles from RG.
Well, SP10. It only goes from SP1 to SP11.
That's right, yeah. SP11 is the furthest east, I think it goes.
Furthest east is northeast, isn't it? As well. Because it sort of goes up in a diagonal line.
Yeah. But SP11 encircles SP10.
It does, yeah. So we're SP10 where we live, but I'm thinking if we lived on the outskirts, a couple of minutes up the road, it'd be SP11.
Yeah.
We'd be on the periphery, wouldn't we?
You can't leave SP10 without hitting SP11.
No, you can't, no.
There's no escape.
That's a fact for you. Yeah.
SP11. SP11's like the posh people, and SP10's the riffraff.
Salisbury, so obviously covers Salisbury, covers Andover, Fordham Bridge, Gillingham in Dorset, Shaftesbury and Tidworth.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes on, obviously.
That's across 2 counties.
It's across.
Is it just Wiltshire and?
No.
And Hampshire.
It's Dorset as well.
Dorset.
Gillingham's in Dorset.
Oh, of course it is.
Remember, like the trains, Gillingham, Dorset.
Yeah. So 3 counties. Covered.
Gillingham, Dorset. Because it obviously gets confused with Gillingham. That's a Kent postcode, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's for later. That's for another episode. There's plenty of facts about Gillingham, but yeah, we're talking about Gillingham. Gillingham, Dorset.
So would you describe it as a rural postcode?
A rural postcode.
Of course I would. It's not much of urban.
There's not much urban settlement around here, is there?
Downtown Salisbury.
Downtown, yeah.
Salisbury Plain is largely.
I mean, some people do refer to Salisbury. Yeah, some people do refer to Salisbury as a ghetto. I actually do have other opinions. I think I've seen mainly on TV other ghettos and that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Salisbury is much of a ghetto. Actually, Keir, I had an idea a few days ago. I listened to a podcast, 101 Films You Should Have Seen. Basically, they talk about a film, and then they do a quiz about that particular film. So for the SP, I've got 3 questions for you lined up. You just give me your answers, and then I'll just see how many you get out of 3. I mean, It's nothing too tough. Hopefully, a man of your calibre should be scoring at least 66% on this.
66.67. Really, isn't it? Yeah, round it up.
Okay, so first feature. Challenge actual. Question 1. What is the biggest town or city by population covered in the SP? This is going by Wikipedia populations.
SP. I know there's more people in Andover than Salisbury. Biggest. I'm gonna say Andover.
Okay. Question 2. I'll give you the answers after all three of them. Where would you be if you went to SP4 7DE? You'd be near somewhere.
I reckon. Obviously, as a first guess, I'd think Amesbury, Bulford area. Amesbury, Bulford area. I'd probably say Bulford.
Okay.
Along that sort of lines. Army barracks or something like that.
So what are you saying now? Army Barracks, Bulford.
Army barracks, Bulford.
If you punch that into your sat nav, it's basically, yeah, where would you turn up?
It's not Stonehenge, is it?
I'll tell Teddy at the end.
Okay.
What are you going for?
I'm going to go Stonehenge.
He's changed. Literally, he's changed. Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's a sort of an intelligent guess there. Because it ain't going to be the barracks, is it? There's loads of barracks in Bulford. So.
Right. Moving on to question 3. You'll probably nail this one. Which town is served by SP8?
Which town is served by SP8?
Without looking at... Oh, you're looking at your notes.
No, I haven't got it written down on my notes.
No, it'll be on that sheet.
I
You
reckon...
probably don't know it.
SP8. What town is served by SP8? I'm going to say Tidworth.
Okay. Let's give you the answers.
Okay.
Question 1. The biggest town or city by population in SP is Andover, you're right. Salisbury second. SP4 7DE, yeah, you'd be outside Stonehenge. It's from the Stonehenge website, that's their postcode.
So there's my 67% there,
that's
isn't
good,
it?
yeah. Obviously no one delivers a letter to Stonehenge, so it doesn't have an actual postcode, but
Yeah.
that's the closest one. And SP8 actually doesn't serve Tidworth. Tidworth SP9, I believe.
SP9.
SP8 is Gillingham, Dorset.
I was on about Gillingham Dorset earlier.
I know.
God, I was also talking about the closest places to Stonehenge. Would that be Avebury, by any chance? Avebury.
I thought it was. I don't know. I know it's near Amesbury.
Yeah, because there's a little village called Avebury, isn't there?
Settlement.
I think that's where Stonehenge actually is. I might be wrong, but I think that's.
No, right. I don't know.
I don't know,
actually.
but
That's one
that's
for
one of the things anyway.
That's
isn't
one for the listeners to.
But anyway, there's quite famous things about the Salisbury area. I think, to be honest, they named it after Salisbury, even though it isn't the biggest place in SP, because of its history. I think the cathedral, Stonehenge is near.
Well, Andover never used to be very big anyway. So.
People in Japan have heard of Salisbury. They haven't heard of Andover or Gillingham, Dorset.
No, yeah.
They haven't even heard of Gillingham in Kent. They're not going to hear it.
Also, I've read that the postcode isn't necessarily the biggest town or city. It's actually the just nearest big sorting office.
Yeah.
Which would usually be in the biggest town, but I guess in this case,
especially if it's a big city like Bristol, it's not going to be. It's not going to.
Yeah, it won't be a sorting office in the village outside, will it?
Yeah, it's not going to be Long Ashton, is it? Something like that. Well, LA might be taken anyway, so there's certain things you can do there. But councils as well. I mean, SP1 to SP5 is all pretty much in Salisbury. I mean, Amesbury is SP4, which is a town, but it's not far from Salisbury. It's a stone's throw, isn't it? Or should I say Stonehenge's throw?
First gag of the podcast.
Yeah.
One of many.
Nah,
One of many.
So, but they're all served by Wiltshire Council. Whereas you got Fordingbridge SP6 is New Forest District Council.
Well, Wiltshire County Council, surely, and it's a 2-tier system, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these obviously, and then you got.
So they're all Salisbury.
You've got Shaftesbury there, which is North Dorset District Council. Gillingham North Dorset District Council. They won't come under Wiltshire. They'll just come under under that.
That would come with a Dorset, wouldn't it? Does Dorset have a county council?
I don't know if it does,
Well,
but
this
this isn't the.
We need to start a new podcast, county council
yeah,
podcast.
Yeah. Tidworth of the SP9 getting towards Andover is again is Wiltshire Council.
Yeah,
and you got
SP9 is probably the smallest, is it? Of the geographically speaking.
Geographically speaking, I would say
like areas. Like, SP10.
SP1's the smallest.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
SP1 actually in the middle of Salisbury.
SP5.
Because if you're in the Salisbury, a lot of it's SP2. It's only
really?
the right middle. I mean, Andover, most of it is SP10.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at the size of SP5. That covers. That's like the Brazil.
SP5 is pretty big.
SP5 is to SP what Brazil is to South America.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It's like pretty much half.
But
of
then there's no people in SP5.
Yeah, that must be the actual plane itself, surely,
It must
because
be,
it stretches quite far east to west.
SP4's up there. That's on the. But yeah, it must be around that.
So what's an
area.
SP4 then? Like Jack's Bush.
SP4.
It's
Jack's
like
Bush.
on the road to Andover to
Jack's
Salisbury.
Bush. Yeah, it must be. Yeah. Hilltop Grill. What do you reckon?
Well, that pub on the side.
Yeah. No, it's not a pub. It's like a grill. Isn't it?
Oh, that one. And there's a petrol station as well.
Yeah, there's a car garage that hasn't been used for a long time.
Yeah.
But
The pub's at the bottom of the hill, isn't it?
yeah,
It used to be. I don't know if it still is. It used to have a Charlie Chalk.
Oh, the pheasant. Yeah, it got gutted in it pretty much, and then got.
They put in some lights there now.
Yeah, has it reopened? I don't know, but yeah, but there's in there like a. Yeah, there's quite
It used to be like
a bit going on. More, it's just like a road because obviously there's no main road from Andover to Salisbury, is there?
But that is the main road from Andover.
Well, yeah, but it's not exactly a.
It's only
dual
tiny,
carriageway motorway, and
only a little
don't
bit.
cope with the rain very well, does it? It's yeah. What's it near? Is it Palestine? Big village, Broughton.
Broughton.
Big famous company called Hilden Water.
Is it?
It distributes around the world. Yeah.
Oh, Chris, you have done your research, haven't you?
Ah.
I feel underprepared here.
Yeah, I'd actually work there actually, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it's a reasonably sized area. SP postcode.
Yeah, I tried to look up postcodes. You know, a ranking, like a list of the biggest postcodes in England. I would have thought SP might be in the top 10, maybe. I mean, it's not up there with EX or
No.
NE's a big one. Norfolk as well. What's Norfolk? NO? No, NR.
NR, yeah. Or BT, obviously. You know that.
Yeah, well, I was thinking England as opposed to because
Mhm.
there's lots of big ones in Scotland and Wales.
Yeah.
But in England itself, I think
England
SP
itself, yeah.
might. I don't know. Maybe we have to research that more.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but neighbouring postcodes, obviously. Well, no. Let's go back to now. I didn't.
Yeah,
well,
but
I think
SP is a
I
landlocked
got to Andover
postcode.
with the councils, didn't I? Obviously, SP10's the town of Andover, Test
Test Valley Borough,
Council.
yeah.
SP11, outskirts of Andover and surrounding villages. Most of it's Test Valley Borough Council, but it does go Basingstoke and Dean.
Basingstoke and Dean, yeah. And
It must be.
that's
be
like Long
Liverpool.
Parish and places like
Yeah.
that, just towards Whitchurch way.
Yeah. I mean, Whitchurch we all know is RG, don't we? It must be slightly over the border.
Yeah, Archie Bargy.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I mean, it goes. It's got BA, which is Bath. It borders
Yeah, it borders 6, is it? 6 postcodes of border.
6. Yeah.
Because we are landlocked. There's no
Bath.
BA.
BA,
Water apart from Bath,
SN, Swindon,
Swindon, RG, Reading,
SO,
Southampton, of course,
BH,
Bournemouth,
DT.
DT, Blandford, Dorchester,
Yeah,
is it?
that's what we said
Dorchester.
earlier, wasn't it? Each other. Blandford, yeah.
Guys assume it's just-
it's DT. Obviously, it's Dorchester. doesn't
Dorchester, yeah. I was thinking of it as Dorset because it's obviously.
It could be
Has a
Dorset.
D and a
Oh, is
T.
it Dorchester? Is
It
it?
probably would be Dorchester.
I'd
It's-
say,
it's a
yeah. 'Cause you
town.
don't name it after a county, do you?
Never name after a county.
It's got to be Dorchester, hasn't it?
Right. We'll be back after these messages. Yeah, I feel like maybe we should explain a little bit of the background of the Postcode podcast and how it came about.
Obviously, postcodes were made. They're quite a relatively new thing, aren't they?
Was it late 50s, early 60s?
Late 50s, yeah. Classic quiz question, I suppose, isn't it? Them, so that sort of era. What decade?
Yeah.
But yeah, but I wouldn't say it started as a joke, didn't it?
After a few drinks now and again, Kira and myself, we would just somehow postcodes would come up.
And people around us think it's funny and laugh because it's so ironically
Cause
stupid
yeah,
and
it's
unique. Because no one else in pubs talks about postcodes.
probably not. Well, unless we find out they do.
Mm.
Depends on
Depends on how
the feedback we get from this.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I think one of us said, I think it was probably me, we should do a Postcode podcast.
Yeah, it was your idea. The actual Postcode podcast was your idea, but I think I started talking about it.
Yeah, but I think deep down we both believed in it,
Yeah.
but we never. It was about a year later, wasn't it, before we actually decided to do it?
It's the way my mind works. It takes things in. For example, if I'm sitting there all day in my job when I was a student, and I'm writing down postcodes and addresses all day long, it starts to become patterns where these places are, and because I've got a geographical sort of mind.
Yeah, you take these things in without realising you're taking them in.
You take it in. A lot of people would do that and not be interested.
Yeah.
I mean, I know where stupid places are, villages in the country up north, just because they're near Bolton or something, or
Yeah.
or near Carlisle or something like that.
And I'm the same.
Places I wouldn't know because they got that postcode, and it's like a 4 or 3. You know, it's just outside.
Buxton, Derbyshire.
Buxton, Derbyshire, yeah. DE, is it? Yeah. Anyway, this ain't a podcast. This is just a. Well, it is a podcast, isn't it? It's just a. It's just not a specific one for one.
Yeah, but just
one geographical area.
I think our listeners just need to know a bit of background. Kia works for can we say it? Can we advertise?
We can't advertise it.
It was in finance. Basically, he's the Bernie Madoff of Northwest Hampshire. He's a scamster. And I work for
the only pyramid schemes I have is Toblerones.
Good.
For lunch. What do you think?
You good. And I work in wine. But again, I'm not going to mention the company because I'll probably get sacked.
And also it's RG area.
For tarnishing their name with this. Yeah, and it's RG, so you know. Maybe I'll bring it up in a landmark when we do RG.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which wine company is based at RG28?
I'll probably still get it wrong.
Yeah. So, you know, we met over a shared love of postcodes. I'm joking.
Yeah.
We drank in the same pub. Got talking about postcodes.
Everyone else around it thought it was funny and added to it.
Yeah.
You know. The more pissed people get, the more they add to it.
Yeah, I mean,
the more they find it funny.
The amount of people who say they want to be on the podcast when they've had a few drinks.
It's crazy.
And
we'll see later on when we
Yeah.
get people in on the sofa.
We do intend to have people on the sofa, but for the first one, it should just be the two of us because we don't want to complicate matters too much.
Well, we don't want anything being like the Mark Zuckerberg trial, do we? When one sues another for however many for taking it over, but
The social network.
hopefully it won't come to that. Hopefully we'll split everything equally.
I'm not sure we're going to get the same sort of money as Zuckerberg,
No.
but you never know. If anyone out there does want to sponsor the Postcode podcast,
There's a lot of companies out there, really.
yeah, Royal Mail.
Royal Mail, yeah.
What about DHL, UPS?
DHL, UPS,
Anyone?
yeah. I mean, that's covering the international market of postcodes, isn't
of
it?
course
That's not even postcodes, it's numbers.
Well, ZZO, Canada.
Wow, that's another story, isn't it? Yeah, anyone.
We'll save that one.
We'll save that one, yeah.
That's another bombshell coming.
Hopefully, people who watch the later show haven't seen this one.
You got any ideas for next week's? Any you want to do?
I'm thinking of. I was thinking of surrounding areas. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking maybe PO. I think that could be an interesting
PO,
one.
yeah.
Because there's
Post office or Portsmouth?
the PO postcode. Oh, not PO box.
Not PO box, no.
Oh God, no. Don't
PO
even,
box.
don't even
not
mention
post
that.
office. Yeah.
That's not even a real postcode. That's the anti-postcode.
It is, yeah. It's like the anti-pope, isn't it? An illegitimate postcode.
Just don't bring religion into it.
Yeah.
So
3 things you shouldn't talk about in a postcode podcast. Religion.
postcode
Religion.
podcast. In the postcode podcast.
Yeah. Nah, anyway,
Yeah. We are going to set up an email account if anyone wants to get in touch with us with any feedback or ideas. And I'll confirm the address on the next podcast, but it will probably be postcode.podcast@gmail.com. I don't think it's taken.
I can take that gamble.
Yeah. If it is, we're sorry to anyone who receives emails that were meant for us. Shut the hell
But
up.
someone who's got a postcode.podcast at
Yeah.
gmail.com isn't. I think they're going to be
I've searched on iTunes and it doesn't exist.
No.
So we could be the first one. So yeah, any final thoughts on SP? Other than, you know, it's the home of the Postcode podcast in a way. It's like it has home advantage, so it will always win in our hearts.
It had to be the first Postcode podcast.
It had to be really, didn't it? SB10 particularly.
Well, yeah. Even though it's the biggest town, it's the end of the thing. You should be.
Yeah, I mean, they should change it now, shouldn't they? AN.
Yeah. AN.
What do you think about that, Royal Mail?
Is that one? That's not one.
No,
is
it should be, shouldn't it?
Should be, yeah.
Oh, we'll get emails from postal workers up in arms about that.
Yeah, but coming here, Andover hasn't even got a casualty after 10 o'clock at night. Or 9 o'clock at night.
I've seen a few
Is
casualties.
he going to have a post office sorting office? For the sake of it? I don't think so.
It's not top of the priority list.
No.
Anyway, I'm all done on SP.
I'm
For now.
SP.
You're SP'd out?
Yeah.
SP'd out. Alright, so we'll speak to you next time, listeners. It's goodbye from Kit.
Goodbye from Dax. Or Daffy Williams.
Goodbye.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, you told him who I am.
Again.
It's goodbye from Kia.
Goodbye from Daffy.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. And it's goodbye from
Are
Oxford.
you going to be called Dax?
I'm
or-
Dax on this. Yeah.
And it's goodbye from Dax.
Okay, we'll do it. 3, 2, 1. No, you have to say bye first. I said goodbye from Kia, say bye. Goodbye from Dax.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from Kia.
Bye. Oh shit.
You got it?
Go on, yeah.
So it's goodbye from Kia.
Bye. And it's goodbye from Dax.
Bye.